The RDS99 back again, bringing you a team deathmatch on the map Villa, where I'm using a Commando Silence with perks Scavenger Pro, Sleight of Hand Pro and Marathon Pro. Previous videos I haven't talked much about my setup, and a couple of you commented or on Twitter have asked me to do a little bit about my setup and which is best for me. So I use Scavenger mainly because I don't like taking the risk of picking up someone's gun with an awful attachment or just a crazy setup, which really doesn't work for me. And having Scavenger, really guarantees you to have your setup all the time with all your the gun and the attachments are always the same. You can pick up your frags, which I use quite a lot, and the secondary grenade, which are definitely quite underrated, I think, in these games. They're vital for putting people off guard. So definitely use a lot of those, and with Scavenger you can pick more of those up. Sleight of Hand, just simply because it's brilliant for getting down your sights quicker than your opponent. You already have an advantage just by using that perk, and obviously the fast reloads, very good. And my last perk, I usually use Marathon. I've got to say, Marathon Pro is great. As a rusher, you want to be moving all the time. You don't want to be clicking down on the analog stick every 5 seconds throughout a game. A lot of people tend to use Hacker, which is also very good, for finding out where people have put their equipment or whatever lame stuff they've put down. So either of those are good, and that's about it for my setup. It's basically the same. Sometimes I use lightweight if I'm using an SMG, the MP5K or the AK-74U. Yeah, so that's about it for my setup. I just wanted to talk about how to be a bit more consistent in these games. A lot of people are, look at their combat record and their kill death ratios are all over the shop, and a lot of people really do tend to look at the kill death ratio as almost a measure of how good a player is. And I think you really have to just play whatever the radar tells you. You need to keep an eye on your radar. It will tell you where the team is spawning. It will tell you where most of the combat's happening. In Villa, it is mainly in this building just behind me here. Is where I'm entering now. It is a lot centered around there. And again, in a Call of Duty game, the spawn points are very limited. There's two major ones in this one. Again, where you spawned to start with, and down at the bottom, and also over in the far left hand corner. If we look now at the map, far left hand corner, there's a very big spawn point there. I think you have to look at these and you just have to play the map. Not always is the map going to play the same. You've got to react to whatever's happening. But if you're using your spy planes, your counter spy planes also help, and the Blackbird really will just let you know where the enemy are. You don't need to be running around. A lot of people, even when I'm in a party, are saying, where the hell are these guys? You just got to keep an eye on your radar. It will tell you eventually. Somebody's going to fire off some shots with a non-silenced weapon, and it just will tell you where they are, and just react to what you see. As I say, a lot of these Call of Duty maps, not much of the map is actually used. Like here, you don't see me go down the bottom of the map, only from the start, from where I spawn, but that's just how I start this map anyway. And it's just very, very limited. The size of the maps really aren't that big an issue, because the spawn is just restricted to such a small area, and you can really identify where they're going to be. You don't really need to run in the places that, it's not going to take a lot from you as a player to identify where they are. I cannot stress enough how much the mini-map is important to you, and it really will keep you that one step ahead of your opponent. Just keep you consistent, which will then obviously raise your stats. And as I say, a lot of people do love the kill death ratio, and knowing the map, knowing the spawns is really gonna help you maintain that consistency and improve your kill death ratio quite a lot. That's all I really have to talk about this game. I know it's not a very long game, so I have to squeeze it all in. But I did just want to add, if anybody has got any links to just a cheap microphone. I don't want to spend too much, but I don't want to be relying on my headset, because it isn't a great sound. It's okay just for these few videos, but you know, if I really want to be getting the best quality I can, I want to be using an external microphone. So if anybody has any you know, any information on where I can get one, how much they're going to be, etc. And also, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind putting an intro on some of my videos. I know I might have to spend a bit on a video, but anyway, thanks very much for that, and bring you more soon. Cheers.